Hey, bitch. Listen, we about to get this court. It's messy. And girl, we got a new little judge over here. I believe her name is, what is it? It's on the screen. Judge Washington Hill. Okay. So we about to check her out down there in Texas to see what she gives to the people. It looks like her mother is coming to court. It looks like she has some issues with her child support. Okay, so let us go ahead and without further ado, pull that up on the screen and let's get into it. Okay.
And Bembry.
Like up the
With the
video
parties
too.
in the
Thanks.
Bembry matter, please unmute yourselves, turn your cameras on, and raise your right hands. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Then you may both lower your hands. And Ms. Peoples, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. We're here. The state filed a motion for entry of a qualified domestic relations order. Judge, it was filed on March 14th, 2024. Both parties were previously in court on May 14th, 2024. At that point, the case was reset for mother to obtain counsel. Judge, mother, Ms. Richardson, Ms. Embry Richardson, she's the non-custodial parent. She is requesting another reset to hire an attorney. However, the state, as well as Mr. Bembry, will be opposed to the reset, and we're ready to proceed with an order. I guess that's the first issue before the court is the mother's request to reset.
Ms. Richardson, this case has already been reset once for you to hire an attorney.
Yes, and I had spoken with an attorney and I was in the process of retaining them. However, I was notified last week that they couldn't make the hearing because they have two trials for this date. And so now, so I never signed the papers
Secured
to
them.
officially retain them,
Uh-huh.
but I would like to request a reset so that I can either keep them, but possibly retain another attorney who
Now
will.
listen, I do feel like this lady should get her reset because as the person in the comments said, or the little thing we saw, it said 3 months. She had 3 months. Yeah, but BIT, everybody ain't got money to just run and go and secure an attorney like that. She might need a little bit time. Might need a little bit time for her to get that coinage up to go ahead and lock them in. And if they dealing with two trials, then and that's the one that you really want, it's a struggle. Because here's the thing: if she would have went ahead and retained their services anyway, they would have sent a notice to the judge saying we need to delay this hearing because I have a trial potentially, or they would have got somebody else to sit in for it. This is my assumption, girl. I ain't no attorney. I don't work in there. This is just my assumption of how things would go. Okay, but get that lady her little piece so she could, get her an attorney. But anyway, let's keep going.
Will be able to make the next hearing.
Okay, so you didn't retain them.
I was in the process. The paperwork was sent to me. Then they
It's
let
a
me know
yes or
last
no,
week that they
ma'am.
couldn't make the hearing today because they have two trials.
It's a yes or no,
But
ma'am.
if you had hired them, they would have requested a continuance. So I'm not
Right, that's
understanding
what it
why
is, Your
that
Honor.
stopped the paperwork from being completed.
I don't know. But I can either retain them or retain another attorney. But I am asking for a chance to get legal representation because last hearing that I had, official hearing that I had with court in Dallas County in Texas, I didn't have legal representation, and it didn't go well. And I really feel more comfortable if I can get legal counsel, and I've been unable to do that because.
Say the money. Say
So
the money.
from May
Say the
till now,
money.
when did they
Say
send
the
you the
money. It's the
paperwork?
money, Your
When
Honor.
did you
She don't got.
did you start the process in May, or did you start the process 2 weeks ago?
Well, I first began speaking with them about it last month.
So last month was July, and you've had since May. Mr. Bembry, what's your position
She
on
should have
this?
said my money
I
tied
was
up,
just
Your
notified
Honor.
last week that they couldn't make it today.
Yeah, but you didn't contact them until July, ma'am. Mr. Bembry, what
Yes,
is
ma'am.
your position, sir?
I just want to proceed.
Okay. And what's the state's position, Ms. Peoples?
Judge, the state is also ready to proceed today with the order.
Ms. Richardson, I believe you've had enough time to hire counsel. If we reset this in May, you should have had this tied down in May or June. So I am going to go ahead and proceed today. If you do not like the outcome of this hearing,
She
then
wasn't
you
making
have 3
sense
days to
though.
appeal my decision and 30 days to file a motion for new trial. Ms.
I
Peoples,
was just wondering, could I get one more reset? Because before I spoke with the attorney in July, there was another attorney, and that one didn't work out. And so this was the second one.
okay. So we're going to proceed today, and we will
It sounds like you might have the money, Miss Ma'am, to go get you an attorney. I'm not sure what the delay is. I would have told her it's the funds, Your Honor, or something. But it seemed like you have had the adequate amount of time and that finances isn't an issue for you. You're just trying to decide on which attorney you're going to go with. One is in a trial. I don't know, ma'am. I started out having your back, but I think I need to just see what the hell going on.
Like I said, if you don't like my decision, you have 3 days to appeal, 30 days to file a motion for new trial. Ms. Peoples, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I'd first offer as State's Exhibit A an updated pay record in the case, which has been emailed to the court's evidence box.
State's Exhibit A is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. And I ask the court to take judicial notice of the quadro filing, specifically the divorce decree that's attached to the pleading.
Did she click off the meeting?
So noted.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, the state is requesting that a quadro order be entered for Ms. Bembry Richardson's 401k plan, Judge, per the per the offered admitted pay record. Ms. Bembry is currently in child support and medical support arrears of $31,636.73. And so the state is requesting that amount for the plan for the Amazon 401k plan, Your Honor.
Okay.
And if I could call the father.
You may.
Mr. Bembry, can you unmute and state your full name?
It's not unmuted. Somebody got me muted.
Oh,
No,
we
you're
can hear you.
unmuted. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. James
Please state your name.
James M. Bembry.
And Mr. Bembry, do you understand what the state is requesting today with the proposed qualified domestic
do.
relations order? Okay. Are you in agreement with the judge entering the order so that that $31,636.73
I do.
from Mrs. Richardson's plan could be taken for the arrears?
I do.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
You may call your next witness.
I'll recall the mother. You can go ahead and unmute again, Ms. Richardson. And so, Ms. Richardson, you understand what the state is requesting as far as the qualified domestic relations order today?
I would like further explanation.
Let me just, you disagree with the order being entered, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell the court why you disagree with the order being entered today?
Yes, the reason why I didn't agree with it is because I was never given any information about this case until I was told that I had a hearing scheduled. So all of this time I've been paying child support, which our daughter
Oh,
will
you
be
pay child
23 years
support.
old in a couple of weeks. I've been paying child support. Child support's been taken out of my pay consistently. They get the money before I get it. And so I thought I was in compliance. And also there was some years when I was unemployed and I didn't have any income. And then when I did get another job, I was making nowhere near the amount that I was making when my child support was first assessed. And so I would like a recalculation of that, as well as I would like to find out how these amounts were assessed to me, or how was it determined how much money I'm still owing in child support after still paying almost 5 years after my daughter turned
Girl, it be
18.
like that until you pay that
this-
arrearage off. Okay, that person might end up being 30 years old, and if your ass still got that arrearage, girl, it's kind of like one of them debts that you may have with anything else. If it's still a balance, you're gonna pay it to that balance gone, is what it seems like. Unless maybe that person go down there and try and take you off or something like that. I don't know, girl. But Miss Richardson, honey. Girl, I didn't know that you was the one on child support. I'm thinking the man is on child support. This is interesting. I don't think I've seen a case where a woman was the one on child support.
In addition to this, I've not been able to see my daughter. I have not been kept up with anything going on with her since she was 4 years old.
Really?
And so I haven't been able to see her or be with her or any of that, but I'm still paying more child support than what, according to my income, I'm supposed to pay, especially with several years that I was unemployed. And so, and I have, I wasn't able to get any legal counsel on this before
This is
because of
interesting.
my money. My money was being taken. And then when I tried to get legal aid, they said I didn't qualify based on my gross income, but I wasn't even bringing home that much. There was some weeks, for an extended time, I was only bringing home $100 a week. And so
Not
now I
100.
was asking for this chance to retain an attorney and have them finally look into my case because no one has looked into it on my behalf. And that's what I'm trying to get done now.
Should have told the judge it was the money. You could barely, pay for an
Okay.
attorney.
I'll pass the witness, Judge.
Ms. Richardson, did you ever file anything to modify the child support case yourself?
I didn't know anything about modifying the child support.
Did you
If
ever
I
ask
had
the
retained,
attorney, hold on, did
Well,
you
the
ever ask
judge
the
don't
Attorney
give a
General's
damn,
office to
right?
modify the child support for you?
I did not know to do any of this.
Okay. Did you ever inquire of them what you could do? Ma'am?
The only time I remember speaking with them was to let them know that she was turning 18, but I didn't have
Wait,
any
your
knowledge.
daughter 18 years old and you talking about you haven't seen her since 4? Damn all that. You ain't finna have me pay a motherfucking thing and I don't put hands on what I'm paying for. You have to be out your god mind. Okay, if you think you're finna get my coins more than what I feel I'm supposed to be paying anyway, and I don't get to lay hands and see my kid, we not going for that type of stuff here, ma'am.
Of anything that I could do except what they told me to do, which was because I couldn't obtain legal counsel.
Okay, so you do admit that there were times when you didn't pay your child support?
The only time it wasn't paid was when I was
Baby, this
unemployed and I
judge don't
had
give
no
a damn.
income.
Okay.
But ever since I've had employment, child support has been consistently taken from my pay. Consistently. It hasn't been missed. As a matter of fact, there was one time when plaintiff was harassing me and my family about child support, saying he wants money. And a relative had to tell him that money had been taken from me every paycheck. So she didn't understand why he wasn't getting paid. So he must have looked into it, because after that, he stopped calling and asking about it.
Okay. Anything further, ma'am?
I just would like to say that, I really wish that I could get the reset. And if not the reset, I was wondering if there's a way that this case can be settled, because it's been many years now, and we both are trying to get on with our lives and go our separate ways. But never have I run from anything. Never have I tried to do anything except for the right thing. And I'm trying to, get my life in order as far as, what I want to do with my life and get this court case settled.
The judge is rocking
And
her
I was
leg and
wondering,
she don't give a damn.
excuse me, if there's any way that I could look back over the calculation for my arrears and also try to have some type of settlement or negotiation. And I further ask that my 401k not be touched,
Okay.
because
So
it's not going to come anywhere near what they're saying I owe anyway.
as far as settling this case, that's something you would need to do between you and Mr. Bembry and Miss Peoples. And I don't know if there was any settlement talks discussed today or not, but as of today, and if you want to see how your child support arrears were calculated, all you have to do is ask for a copy of the payment record. The payment record, and they will gladly give you a copy of the pay record. Has she been sent a copy of the pay record, Ms. Peoples?
Yes, Judge. Mother as well
I
as
have not.
Mr. Bembry were emailed a copy
I have not
You
received
emailed the
it.
copy when? Today?
today. Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So
and I would also like to ask for those years of unemployment, if they could be based on minimum wage instead of my rate of pay, because
Miss
I
Richardson,
didn't. Yes.
The judge like,
all of that is water well under the bridge now. The time to do that
ooh.
was when you were unemployed. We can't retroactively modify child support. The law doesn't allow it.
Well,
You
being
have
that
to
I
do
did,
it when it's happening. Okay? So I
being
don't
that I
have the authority to go back and change what your child support was up until now. It is what it is. That
being that
you were ordered to pay a certain amount, and that's what you were ordered to pay. I cannot change that.
being that I didn't have access to legal counsel,
It
is
doesn't
there?
matter, Ms. Richardson. I cannot
Man, Richardson, baby, you don't listen.
change it. I don't have the authority to change it. There's no such thing in the state of Texas as a retroactive modification.
And so as a result, and that still make me unable to get a reset so that this can be looked into.
Ma'am, you were given a reset to hire an attorney. You had from May until August.
You're gonna have to
By your
appeal.
own testimony, you didn't start contacting an attorney until July.
That
This
was
is going
after
to, okay, this is going to be my ruling. I'm going to grant the state's motion for the quadro. As I told you before, you have 3 days to appeal my decision, 30 days to file a motion for new trial. What court is this out of, Ms. Peoples? The 303rd? You can appeal my decision to Judge Laditra Atkins out of the 303rd Family District Court. She might have a different opinion from me, okay?
Well, the attorney that I had spoken with that I told you about in July, that was the second attorney. There was one before that,
But you still
but
haven't
that one I
secured them,
decided not
ma'am.
to go through with because things didn't work out with them.
Okay.
So it's not like I waited till the last minute to try to get this handled.
Okay, Ms. Richardson, I've made my decision. You have 3 days to appeal, 30 days to file a motion for new trial. Are there any
Okay.
other questions?
As far as a settlement or anything like that, that's something that's still a possibility.
Ma'am.
That would be up to Mr. Bembry.
Okay.
Any other questions, ma'am?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Any questions from you, Mr. Bembry?
What will be who's going to be contacting us next?
It will not be the court, so you'd have to speak with the Attorney General's office about that. Okay, sir?
Ms. Elena, will you be sending me information, or what are we doing? What are we going now?
So no, today was the final hearing. You both will get a copy of the order after the judge signs it.
Is it a possibility that I could speak with his attorney?
With whose
What?
attorney?
Why?
He doesn't have an attorney. He's not represented.
Okay.
Anything further, Ms. Peoples?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Bembry, if I can just interject here, you'll get a copy of this order, and then a copy of
Okay.
that order will be sent to
Child,
her
this is a
plan.
mess.
And then her plan will either honor the order or tell the Attorney General's office why they can't.
Okay.
And it might have to be amended, but other than that, that's what'll happen.
That's
Is
what.
that
okay.
correct, Ms. Peoples?
I have
Yes,
a
Your Honor.
question.
Okay. Yes.
As far as my plan, I guess you're talking about the 401k,
Yes,
which, like
ma'am.
I said before, there's nothing nowhere in it compared to the amount that you all are saying that I owe. So would the full amount be taken, or
That's up to
does
your
that?
plan, ma'am.
And then as far as the other arrears,
You still owe
um,
them.
so okay, is there somebody I can speak to as far as how that's going to be paid, as far as my
Ma'am, get
payment
you an
plans or
attorney.
anything?
Ms. Peoples, is it coming out of her check now?
It is, Judge. There's an amount that's coming out for the arrears now. So that would continue if the plan doesn't have the full
Yeah, if
amount.
the
in what
plan
she's owed.
doesn't satisfy the arrears, the amount that you're paying right now will continue to come out of your check.
Okay, in the same amount that's coming now?
I can't tell you that, but I would assume that.
Okay, who could answer these questions?
So
Miss-
the Attorney General's office has the right to change those numbers.
Okay.
I don't know why they would change those numbers, but if you want to talk to somebody in the Attorney General's office, you can just call them.
Okay.
Okay?
See, these are the types of questions that I have because I don't have an attorney. And
Okay,
Well,
so
then
they
sometimes
get
you
can
don't
answer
even
them
know,
for you.
Mm-hmm.
you
All you
don't
have to
even,
do is call them.
sometimes you don't even know what you need to ask because you don't know what needs to be asked until
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
it's, you know,
You're faced
Anything
with
you don't
it.
know, yeah, you don't
Mhm.
know what needs to be asked without legal counsel. That's
Yeah,
it.
go
Okay.
get you an attorney.
Then thank
honey.
you for appearing here today, and you're free to go.
Okay.
This right here was a piece of a mess, wasn't it? Like, girl, I'm over here starting off defending you, and you about stressing me the hell damn out, ma'am. The man throwing his head back and everything, like, God, this your problem. You don't be listening, but what it is, she's just older. She don't understand the process, so she needs to learn the process. If you know that you're a person that do not fully understand this process, then, ma'am, you need to hire you an attorney. You just gonna have to do it. Okay, and maybe they could get you a better deal. Maybe they can consult with him, so you don't have to talk to him, and see if he would consider this a settled deal, so that they don't have to keep pulling money out of your check. Okay, but you still gonna have to possibly pay the rearage, I would think, because during that time that you was unemployed. I mean, well, no, that's the whole point of why they're meeting, because the daughter is older now. So y'all thought it was just going to cut off at the age of 18. Yeah, it may stop at the age of 18, right? But if you still have a rearage, how I'm understanding it, of $10,000, you're going to keep paying that until it's at $0. All right? So if you want to consider this debt settled, then you need to talk to your baby daddy and see if he'll be willing to settle it. But if this girl, I hate to say it, I know for me, I'm not settling motherfucking thing. If my child is off in college or something like that, or they off on their own and they need the money, we ain't doing that. Okay? I'm sorry. Oops. Okay? Now, you can try to get it as low as you want it to get, but they finna get them because I don't need your coins. Hello? They still in the early stages of adulthood. They can use them coins just a little piece. Okay, ma'am? So I don't know what to tell you, girl. You're doing all of this talking, but have yet to talk to an actual lawyer and secure them. But you said you talked to him. But, girl, we need you to secure. Okay? So there's that. And I hate it for you. Ain't seen your child since they was 4 years old. But you want to sit up here and talk about something they 18 now. Can I get out? Girl, that don't make no damn sense. Girl, let me get the hell up out of here. That's all I got. I'm Jami. That's me. Like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be